Australia has a wide range of ecosystems, such as grassland, grassy woodland, inland waters, and coasts. Those factors make the Australian natural environment very rich, diverse, and unique. Australia has provided habitats for many natural ecologies that cannot survive in other places. Although Australian biodiversity is still rich, its natural environment is not as healthy as before. In the past 200 years, the evidence showed Australia has the largest decline in biodiversity ever. At the same time, data showed that between 1996 and 2008, Australia was one of the top 7 countries that caused the 16% of the global biodiversity loss. More than 50 species of Australian animals have been listed as extinct. 48 species of Australian plants are known to have become extinct. Among the countries with the most significant loss of the biodiversity, Australia ranked second with a 5 to 10% reduction in biodiversity. Therefore, people should be aware of the significance of biodiversity, because the value of the biodiversity itself is hard to measure. Similarly, biodiversity has the different value and significance to Australians themselves. Biodiversity is the key part of our nation's identity, an integral part of the survival and cultural activities. At present, there are a few people who are truly aware of and concerned about the changes in the natural environment. For us, we hope this work will allow people to reflect on the relationship between humans and nature. This is why we focus on how we can improve the interaction with nature. Our design can allow people to pay more attention to nature and connect with nature. In today's society, human activities have brought threats to the natural environment. In the relationship between human and the natural environment, how to get along harmoniously is incredibly important. Among the natural elements, we choose light and temperature, which are the parts to be studied. We collect the eco-acoustic data from sensors and transform them into sonification. We want to explore the geophony and biophony pattern through the sonification. How those two phonologies can help us to have interest in terms of the meaningful long-term relationship with nature, like the same way we treat our friends and family. We hope that our project can help people have a deeper understanding of the natural environment and change human activity and behavior to reduce the burden on the natural environment. At the same time, we want people to realize that any natural ecologies and other natural factors are an integral part of the nature. Our design data were collected from the McClellan Park and some other parks, which have the similarity environment. The McClellan Park invites all visitors to experience the natural environment and sculpture design. We want to achieve a unique conversation between us and the nature environment. Our design is also want to achieve the same thing as the what McClellan Park was done by using the Sounds Design Project. Our design is divided into 2 parts, the form and the sound composition. The form is set up to place equipment such as battery and the speaker. At the same time, through the design and the form, we hope to be able to interact with birds in the seat, also attract people to come and listen. Our sounds composition incorporates natural sounds, light, temperature, and real bird sounds to create a mix of the sounds composition. The fourth design highlight of our form design is the interaction part with birds. The inspiration coming from various bird attracting devices. There are some common ways we can use to attract birds, like use water and flowers. Moreover, in our design, We want to build a standard and using the feature in the landscape to attract the birds and interact with birds. The circle on the top of the box is designed as the standard for birds to have a rest. The inspiration is coming from the branch of the tree. The second design highlight is the location of the form. The location area can perfectly fit with our form. The bushes in this area can make birds feel safe and comfortable, which can show us more harmonious relationship between human and bird. Our sound design composition is considered as the nature symphony. We investigate the habitats of the birds by visiting some parks and recording the sounds of the birds in 24 hours. In the meantime, we use the Arduino and Raspberry Pi to collect the light and temperature data in the same location. After collect the data, we use sonic visualizer and supercolliders to predict the pattern of the birds, temperature, and light through the day. Knowing what happened on the set through the visual graphs, we then use the supercollider to transform data into sounds. In addition, we also visit gallery website to investigate which type of birds are common there. We collect a certain sound sample from the common birds from the internet and add them into our sound composition in order to complete the symbolic meaning of our song. During the composition, we add on the silent moment as the reflection moment for listener to have some thought in terms of the connection between humans and nature. The act of the comparison is the part of the design communication for raising their awareness of the nature and the existing sounds in the nature. Our final outcome is designed to pleasure both human and birds, make people feel pleasure and relief through the sounds and the interaction with the birds through the form. At the same time, we help to reflect on the relationship between humans and nature through this form and get along with the nature more harmoniously.